Interestingly, and I think encouragingly, Starmer is not so intransigent in his views and he's not prepared to change. Royal conversations sparked new questions about Starmer. Piers Morgan weighs in. You're not going to believe this one. While most people were caught up in the latest political headlines, something unexpected was making waves behind closed doors. It wasn't a policy announcement, a press conference, or even a leaked memo. It was a conversation, or at least the idea of one, that has now spilled into the public arena, and people can't stop talking about it. Piers Morgan has stepped right into the middle of it, breaking down what he calls one of the most intriguing political talking points of the summer. And at the heart of it, the intersection of the monarchy, Nigel Farage, and Prime Minister Keir Starmer's political future. Let's be clear, we're not talking about scandalous, he said. She said rumours. We're talking about carefully worded public remarks, media interpretations, and the kind of strategic political positioning that leaves everyone wondering what's really going on. Welcome to Back Britain Unfold. So, here's what happened. Earlier this week, a televised segment featuring Piers Morgan lit up social media. He suggested that certain royal sentiments, the kind that are usually kept neutral, might not be entirely neutral after all. No direct quotes from King Charles, of course, but the way Piers framed it got people connecting dots. On his show, Piers asked a question that immediately caught viewers' attention. If Britain is heading for one of the most divisive elections in decades, how do we think the palace views the political storm ahead? It wasn't a direct claim. It was an invitation for speculation, for debate, for interpretation. And interpretation is exactly what happened. Within hours, political Twitter was ablaze. Some commentators argued that even hinting at royal perspectives could influence public opinion. Others felt Piers was simply pointing out the obvious, that no matter how neutral the monarchy appears, they're watching closely as Farage gains momentum and Starmer navigates political landmines. One political analyst told a London radio station, "The monarchy has always been about stability. If the political landscape starts shifting too quickly, it's natural to wonder how that's being viewed in royal circles." Farage himself, never one to miss a moment, leaned into the conversation. Speaking at a local campaign event, he said, "Look, I respect the king, but I also know this country is at a turning point. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is paying attention right now." Meanwhile, Starmer's camp stayed quiet. No official response, no off-the-record comments, just silence. But that silence spoke volumes to some political insiders. One former advisor to the Labour Party told The Telegraph, "The last thing Starmer wants is to get pulled into a royal-related narrative. That's a lose-lose. If he engages, he fuels it. If he ignores it, people will think he's rattled." The palace, for its part, maintained its decades-old line, no comment on political matters. But the fact remains, when figures like Piers Morgan bring these topics into mainstream conversation, the public imagination runs wild. Now let's talk timing. Britain is heading into a political season unlike any in recent memory. Farage is positioning himself as the voice of real Britain, railing against what he sees as out-of-touch elites. Starmer is trying to present himself as a safe, stable leader, but his critics say that image is fragile, easily shaken by a single controversy or unexpected narrative shift. And then there's the monarchy, an institution that rarely says much, but whose perceived stance can sway public mood in subtle, powerful ways. Add Piers Morgan into the mix, a broadcaster who thrives on sparking debate, and you have a recipe for a conversation that's not going away anytime soon. Public reaction has been mixed. Some viewers applauded Piers for asking the questions no one else will. One Twitter user wrote, "Finally, someone's talking about the elephant in the room. The royals can't be invisible in a moment like this." Others accused him of stirring the pot without evidence. Another tweet read, "This is how rumours start. Keep the monarchy out of politics." But here's the thing. In modern politics, perception often matters more than fact. And right now, the perception is that even the most traditionally neutral voices might be leaning one way or another. This was today's important update. We want to make it clear that our videos do not contain any kind of misinformation. Our only goal is to deliver true and verified news from across the UK, right here on Britain Unfold. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Britain Unfold channel. Thank you.